of the 15-year-old suspect accused of killing 4 students and injuring 7 others at Oxford High School this week. The parents that you see there on your screen are now in custody. That's James and Jennifer Crumbley. They were found in a commercial building after authorities spent hours on an extensive manhunt. Officials say they received a tip from someone who spotted their car in Detroit. The Crumbleys appear to be hiding with no indication they planned on turning themselves in. Both are declared fugitives after failing to show up for a court hearing on involuntary manslaughter charges. They are expected to be arraigned a little bit later this morning. So, criminal defense attorney and CNN legal analyst Joey Jackson with us now. Joe, I want to break this down to some specifics. The fact that they ran from authorities, delineate for us what would have happened to them had they cooperated versus where they are now.
Yeah, so Christy, good morning to you. What happens is whenever you run from authorities, it's known as consciousness of guilt. So in other words, in the event that you don't think you have any criminal culpability at all, you're not inclined to run. To the extent that you do, it goes to show that you believe that you are guilty. And so that process with respect to you leaving the jurisdiction, particularly as we know that they had an arraignment plan for Friday, which they missed, will go towards demonstrating that they knew they were guilty. You add that to the specific facts of the case with respect to their conduct in purchasing the weapon. In otherwise, the text message from the mom saying, LOL, you just shouldn't get caught as it relates to the ammunition, as it relates to them having knowledge of their son's activities in being brought to the school and having knowledge of the note that he particularly put together showing apparently someone who looked like they were shot, bleeding, etc., adding to the fact that they're just simply careless with respect to giving him this firearm. And it all goes to show why the involuntary manslaughter charge is so compelling and so important. And that's really the nature of it. And so in the final analysis, whether they would have, if they would have stayed in the jurisdiction, it certainly would have demonstrated that they did not really, in their state of mind, believe themselves to be guilty. But this just makes the prosecution, Christy, much more compelling.
So let me ask you this, and I want to break this down so we can be very clear on this in terms of what these parents knew. The day before the shooting, the teacher had observed Ethan searching for ammunition while in class, reported it to the school. It was left on the mother's phone, voicemail as inappropriate internet search. It was followed up with an email. They never got a reply. And then in the meeting with the school of the day of the shooting, the parents saw that note, Joey. They saw that note of a drawing of a bullet with blood everywhere written on it, of the words, "My life is useless, the world is dead." They were told to get counseling for him within 48 hours. They didn't ask where the gun was. They didn't expect a backpack. They didn't describe, they're described, I should say, as resisting the idea of taking him out of school. I mean, they left him in school and then they left. Do you see, Joey, any space here? And you're the expert, so I leave this to you because I'm not even sure where this would fall, but in an additional charge of some sort of parental negligence or neglect of their child?
So the answer is yes. Let me first say, Christy, that you broke it down as compellingly as it will be broken down in a court of law. Make no mistake about it, in the event that this went to trial, exactly as you laid out with respect to the parents' conduct, that's exactly what a jury will hear. And when you look at the issue of involuntary manslaughter, it speaks to what conduct did you engage in which created a risk of serious bodily injury or death. And if that conduct doesn't lay it out, then the prosecutor will say, I don't know what does. And so, yes, you could look to add additional charges, but these charges in and of themselves are significant. And then you'll add to the fact that they apparently how they got into the warehouse that they were hiding in, the fact that they left the jurisdiction, the fact that their conduct created this condition for their son to really be enabled to create and do what he did. I think that leads to very much criminal culpability on their part. And in the final analysis, Christy, we know that they'll be brought before a judge today for an arraignment. Very briefly, what does that mean? It means they'll be informed of the charges that they're facing. They'll be permitted to enter a plea, and the bail status will be determined. And I do not believe the judge will set bail. I think there'll be a remand in this case, meaning there's no condition upon which they will be released, particularly because they ran before.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Joey, listen, stick around with us because I want to ask you about Alec Baldwin. He's speaking out in his first TV interview since the fatal shooting on the Rust movie set. That left cinematographer Helene